First words? Cock pheasant there, cock pheasant over there. They've been shouting it for me. Jamie, Johnny, Bill, Nessie, that chilly one is hilarious. Mick, the muckiest of all, is he in? And the beautiful Demi she's about. I can only see you, Nessie. Ooh, we've got hawthorn flowering. It's been raining and miserable. Honestly, that fella's reactions are hilarious. He had me giggling. Dan, the fish tank guru, comedian. How are you doing, sir? Is the Oscars in that tank, or the Oscar? That'll be no in. It's so funny. Hawthorn's flowering. Kirsty, good afternoon. How are you doing? Ooh, lots of cock pheasants. My poor little legs. They're tired this morning. Wow, how are you doing? I was showing Wow yesterday that from the Victorian dump, the urethral syringe that I found. Pheasants everywhere. And I went back, and it would have been in a carrying case. So I was looking for the case, hoping I'd find it, but not as yet. Mick, the muckiest of all, how are you doing, sir? How do you use water from your other tanks or filtered? You get it ready, get the enzymes going. My hills are in a bit of a cloud. Clouds were really low yesterday. Fish in a dream, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. See what kind of day we have today. It's been miserable all morning. Perpetual, you sexy biatch, how are you doing? If you don't know Perpetual, she has the voice for adult books, audio books. Put it that way. Beautiful, 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 beautiful soul. Best way, Dan. Best way. You don't want it clouding up and getting poorly sick. Mary, thank you so much, chick. Thank you. That is majorly. Thank you. Very appreciated. Mary rocks. So the crows are all out and they're gathering straw, all bits of grass and twigs and whatnot, because nesting. Oh look, they're in there. So I've got a pair of carrion crows that were dive bombing me last year. Talca, my friend. Randall, how are you doing, sir? The chick ended up in my chicken pen. and they were dive bombing me trying to get it out. So I had to kind of go at the door, stick my arm out, throw the chick in the air, hoping it'd fly. Because they have big beaks, they're not little birds. And they hung around for about an hour. Wow, they weren't happy at all. Talk of my friend, how Daisy, the beautiful rainbow of YouTube, that's Daisy. Scott, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Talk Louise. How's things, Scott? My back's not happy, so we're just limbering it up for. I was going to go somewhere else, but I didn't trust my back, so we're just limbering it up. George, how are you doing? You never know him, the deer. And me potentially on my backside because it's well muddy. I'm trying to be careful. I've hit a really bad patch with my back, Scott. So I'm having to nurse it. But it's getting there. It's not as bad as it was. Washes. Why? I've got no idea. And I had contemplated, the fella that owned it dropped it off, contemplated trying to get it up 6 steps into the house myself. But I thought, no, not wise. So it's in the garage till later on, and I can get some help to get it in. What you all been up to, Mick and Nick, the fishing legends that they are? Andy Darwin, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. How are you? How's your world, Andy? Ooh, heck. Sarah, how are you doing, chick? Sarah, mine wasn't bouncing around. It was just making like a clicky, squeaky, high-pitched noise. Like it was waiting for something important to be in the washer before it died. And I have the fear that if it dies on me, I don't know how I'll get the stuff out. Dagmar, how are you doing? Andy had a absolutely crap 2024 up until March. January, the start of January, I had a little one in hospital. We were in a few days because she had pneumonia, and she never really cleared it up until the start of March, maybe last week in February. So I've been hit and miss because she's been at home. She was at home more than she was at school that first half term. But this term, this is her 3rd full week. So, all good. Gamer gone fishing, how are you doing? Hang on, Gamer, I'll just give you a wrench there. Sarah, is your back still playing up? Pres Reagan, how are you doing? It looks like the rain stopped. Oh, hang on, I'm looking the wrong way. Hey, you guys, how are you doing? Sorry, I had to say it like that. How are you doing? Hello, little Robin. Where is it? It's singing to me, I can't see it. That beautiful little voice is a robin. Oh, it's there. UK robins are very different to US ones. Ours are little. They've got a bright red chest and grey-brown backs. One of the most stunning birds out there. Mick, what are you up to today? How's things, Dagmar? Perpetual, have you heard any more on that that kids band? They were brilliant. I loved that. Absolutely loved it. It was teenagers. Perpetual heard them playing, so she followed the sound. And they were playing Queens of the Stone Age, No One Knows. And they smashed it out of the park. Brilliant band. Not a cattle path. Hopefully not. Unless they break out the side there. Thinking is that this used to be a little train track, as well as the Roman quarry straight ahead. There was also a more modern day sand quarry and sandstone quarry. Hemi, how are you doing? Oh, nice one. Perpetual, they were amazing. I absolutely love that. How's things, Hemi? That Robin just moved over there. So hopefully, what's been digging there? Let's have a peruse. Because that looks suspiciously badger-like, but it's not. They started digging, it looks like they stopped. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for. Johnny, I've got a duck in the freezer and I was going to make my own Peking duck and pancakes. But then I looked at the recipes and wow, for those shredded bits of duck on your plate, there's a whole load of steps to go through. What was that? Oh, pigeons. Beth, how are you doing? 50 Shades of Beth in the house. Sorry, just get a bit. Next fishing 2 rods. Nan Musa, how are you? Thank you for coming in. My drink tastes funny. There we go. So they've been clearing up those crab apples. There's not a lot good left. Interesting. See, this got a little bridge. Or is it when it's running off that side? Parts of this little beck, well, it's a ditch from the marsh that we're going to go through. Al Chef, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Al, how's things going with you? Oh, it's suddenly getting warm. So I really find that I do like going across there, but I don't fancy falling in. Right, me little hooved friends, where you at? There were blackbirds and there were thrushes singing, and as soon as I stopped and stood still, they stopped singing. So that's the young buzzard just flying out. It's just flown up into that tree. Centre of the screen, that's a buzzard. Big birds. That's why all the other birds left, because the buzzards eat them. It's on its own, I don't know where the others are. Its parents maybe kicked it off. And it's looking for its mate. Zaxon, how are you doing? Good morning. So the clocks in the US have gone forward, have they? Ours don't move until the end of March. And so the time difference has cut short a little bit. Gout is horrible. Absolutely awful. Have they got you on, is it cyclazine? Cyclazine, little teeny tiny tablets for it. Yeah. I hate the clock was going forward. I don't like losing that hour in my pit. Adrian, how you doing? It's actually lovely and still. Jamie be crying laughing at it as well. What's that? Lots of little finches and songbirds hanging around. Trying to work out what they are. Badger run. Well used U1. Where are you going? Sorry. My wire's taken off for a hike down the top. Yeti, how are you doing? Hope you had a good weekend. Yeti's someone I know have been doing something interesting this weekend. What were you up to, Yeti? Vicky, how are you doing, chick? Yeah, the drunk's really thirsty. So the little birds love the gorse. It's really dense, incredibly spiky. Perfect to hide them from hawks. Gareth, how you doing? I was talking about you on Dee Dee's last night, Gareth. Well, your ears burning. That was a cock pheasant beating his chest. They're now staking out the territory. They'll puff the chest up, they'll take a lot of air in, and then they'll bounce the wings off the chest, off the breast, and it makes like a drum noise. It's like a hello, I'm here, I'm looking for ladies. What's Beth saying? Mona, how you doing, Mona? Watch where you're putting your feet, Shazza. I nearly went over. Cross on the other bank. Sometimes I've caught the do on this top here. Beth, you sure? You, missus. Corrupted me. Must be 5 years ago now. Yeah, I was struggling with my back, Eddie. I've hit a really dodgy phase with it, so I'm having to nurse it a bit. But at the same time, being good. Why? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Pirate, how you doing? Are you Skyping or are you in on the sly teaching? Mark, how do, sir? Yeah, it's pretty much a rainforest around here. What I want to do is get back up on top of the moors. Really looking forward to that. Yeah, you. Have you got any advanced pupils in to say hello to? Oh, Mark, not nice. Not nice at all. Susan, how are you doing, Susan? Good evening. Hope you're well. Andy, they're doing really well. Cheap Cheap has decided he likes girls more than his love bucket, and he's now a flock boss. All the girls follow him around, his little harem. It's so funny. He comes in, he knocks on the door. You wake up, and if you don't feel his eye boring into you through the window, he's tapping on the door, pecking it for some corn. Very funny. Nessie, no, I'm not. Not a chance. I won't lie. I did contemplate it. I've got the trolley jack thingy out, but even just pulling it into the garage, that was like, no, not the wisest thing I've ever done. Johnny, he didn't like hens. I kept trying to introduce him hens. The last time I put him in his two aunties, thinking, he's like half their breed. They're a good size, he should be all right. They'll be all right because they're always together. One of them, he wasn't happy, and then one went near his love bucket, and he went nuts. So I thought, right, get the bucket out. Mr. Whistle, how you doing? Get the bucket out and see if he settles with the girls. I took the bucket out and he went mental. Absolutely mental. So I admitted defeat. The hens came out and the bucket went back. But I decided to give him another try. And he must be bored of his life with a bucket. How you doing, George? So yeah, he started cheating on the bucket with girls. As you do. There's actually videos on my channel of Cheap Cheap and his love bucket. I should maybe move it onto his channel. PPR, how you doing? We've got some legendary names in chat today. Probably to the left, Mick. Look at the girth on that, Mick. Is that an old nest or is something trying to nest in it? It looks like something's trying to nest in that hollow. Is summer winding down for you, Susan? So we'll go and have a quickie spy at the Roman quarry. Looks like we've got a dent. Follow the tree line because it's just a sheer drop. Ooh, heck. And on that bank, it's just not safe. I don't fancy abseiling without a parachute. This is what I'm worried about doing lives because my brain forgets to think. Things slip out. Things are actually the plants are starting to get their leaves on. All the buds, my magnolias, their buds are swelling. Yeti, lovely to see you. If you don't know Yeti, come say hello. Go check his channel out. Anyone watching the live, if you're coming around in chat, I'll give you a wrench and you can check everybody out. A lot of the people in chat do lives. If they don't do lives, they've got fabulous content. So drop down into chat, say hi, I'll give you a wrench and you can visit everyone's channels. Oops, Discord is just down on the right. QPR. I did a couple of years ago some of the river ones. Just the running water and the birds. I might do some more. Right, be careful, Shaz. Pirate Sail Rock. Every single one. Jamie's been slapping stickers left, right and centre. Absolutely hilarious. I do worry that he's going to get locked up, but hey. You should get back into it, Andy. All good fun. Right, so why are they down there? If they open it up again? Looks like the track's been opened up. Ooh. Either that or they're being naughty. Which is it? Ooh, no, you don't want me talking too long on a ASMR. So it's really hanging over now. Gypsy Dave, I've known Gypsy Dave a couple of years. His sound is a good one, is Gypsy Dave. Just down there on that piece and a little bit that way is Roman graffiti. Ooh. Hang on, I'm coming out. Ooh, heck, I'm coming out of there. Signal God's been up, right, back up. Wow, garlic's coming up, shooting away. Now, there's just very little topsoil here. You can see how shallow those roots are. So the trees don't tend to last for long. Back out the stream. Susan, I think daughter's friend and her fiance, and 2 sex, just got work visas. Hi, Steph, how you doing? And they are in Oz for 3 years. And I'm dreading it. She's talking about going to visit them for 3 weeks. in November. I just let that guy and his dogs go. Mark, feel better soon. Mark's a good one and all. I just let the guy get ahead. I'll go up on the top for a bit. Ron, coffee monitor, how you doing? I'll get up on this top. Thank you, Susan. Daughter's friend and a boyfriend just got a 3-year work visa. Moved out to Oz. When did they move? December. And daughter is talking about coming over there to visit for 3 weeks in November, I think she said. Daisy, I've heard it's been really hot. Has it started calming down yet? SSC TV, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Gareth, you're a star. Right, he's getting on with his dogs. I'll put them on the lead because the deer are there. And we'll come up on this bank side. Up over. So we're going to go through the marsh. If his dogs don't scare them off, we'll maybe catch the deer. The last time we saw the fawn, it was running up and down that bank because its mum had gone into the wood. She'd had the fawn where we were about to walk, and she was taking it up to the high ground at the end of August to go and get fattened up, but it couldn't work out the fence. And I was quite sad to see it go. We saw it a lot. They've been working out an itinerary. They're going to do the Whit Sundays. Or I think 2 weeks they're going to travel and then have a week's rest at a friend's new house. So, sounds like they're going to have an amazing time when they go. Right, it's got far enough ahead, so we're heading through the marsh, through the farm. Ooh, heck. Nessie, I got one of those Korean barbecue beef ping dings. Farmers moved all the sheep. There are lambs. There are lambs in the farms around us, but I haven't found any on here yet. Hopefully, the next week or so we will. I'd love to go through the marsh. Cheryl, how are you doing, chick? Lovely to see you. How's things? Oh, they're amazing. There was a few that I had in. But I just fancied that beef one. Really nice. How's things, Cheryl? Are you all packed, ready to go? Cheryl's heading to the UK and is it nearly 3 weeks? Exciting times. You're just down the road. Well, you're about 2.5, 3 hours south of me, Cheryl. Where are you going? I'm kind of literally vertically north. Oh, yes. My favourite birds. That high-pitched noise is a very little bird called a long-tailed tit. The travelling family groups, there's some up there, and there's just one flying across. They build a nest like a finch nest It hangs and it's made of moss and spiders' webs and a ridiculously large amount of feathers inside it. Where's it gone? And the nest is built that way to expand with the chicks and eggs as they grow. Very, very cool, very clever. I had one actually in the garden, but they haven't nested here for about, well, mine, for about 4 years now. I keep hoping they'll come back. You never know my luck. Let's go and have a look down at the sign, see if they've done anything with it. Susan, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. No way! Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl, my email's on my about. Drop me an email if, as I say, and that might be odd, shall we say, but amazing. There are so many amazing places on the wall. Chester's is a Roman fort and it's one of the best preserved in the UK, and their museum is ram-packed with finds. It's just jaw-dropping. You can go through the Roman fort, find the bathrooms. Oh, they're following me. Little blue. It's just two. Maybe split off. Oh, here we go. Lying in a basin, this raised bog is rain-fed. The soil is waterlogged and acidic, which allows a number of niche species to grow and thrive. Sphagnum moss, brilliant for hanging baskets. So, the current barn on the farm was actually a peat drying barn. And you can see the shutter windows for aerating it. So you've got common blue damselfly, they're amazing, they're huge. You've got reds, you've got azures, you've got blacks, emeralds, ooh, green hair streak, four-spotted chaser, ooh, he's a bit rough and ready looking, look. Daisy, we've had so much rain. Oh, let me see. Nothing much more for me to drivel on about and trip over my words. Daisy, well, you can see the Lake Districts in the horizon from me, and it kind of makes us our own weather system, and that itself is just wet a lot. But we also get really cold. Often it's colder here than it is up in Aberdeen where my friend is, but he's right on the coast. Mayhem and Miracles, how are you doing? Thank you very much for coming in. Hope all's well. So I didn't know that. Now I presumed it was the barn from the farm, but it's not. It was actually used when they cut the peat out of the bog to dry it. Susan, everybody's amazing. I love every second. I see 3 cocks. Got any more? No. 1, 2, 3. 3 cocks looking for the hens. Lots of sheep, pregnant sheep. Swifty, how are you doing, Swifty? We've got some mega legends in today. So anyone watching, if you want to drop down and chat, I'll give you a wrench and you can check everybody out. A lot of people in chat do lives, post amazing content, and they all rock. She digs, how you doing, chick? She digs, do you know what, look. It's bizarre, it's not doing it here. We had some really, really windy, wet days last week. It wasn't much fun. Good morning, Swifty, how's you? So, back in the day, the peat was dried and it was used as a fuel source. Cheap fuel that burned hot and it burnt long. And that is what the shed was for. See, you learn something new every day. I still can't see any lambs as yet. See, sometimes get the deer on this side, on this little clearing. There's a lot of cock pheasants talking today. A lot of them. Plodding along, she digs you. Right, hang on, I'm trying not to trip over my lace. 2 seconds. Oh God. Will I try and bend, which isn't my finest point at the minute. I've gone to fall over our lives loads, and it's because it's my own fault. The eyelets on my boots, I don't tie the top to. I tie below them, and because I've lost a lot of movement in my legs, I kind of swing my legs rather than lift. And I have a really bad habit of hooking the lace of the other boot on the eyes. So yeah, not for animals, for peat. You can see on top of the hatches, the metalwork's still there. I smell silage. It's really sweet smell. You don't often forget. Typical UK farms. Farm will keep a few fields, let grass grow, cut them, and when they cover them, oh, something just pooed on my head. I think I've just been pooed on. And it pickles itself, which means a cheap, nutritious food for other animals over winter. Up and over. Godson, how are you doing? Lovely to see you. Old farm cobbles. One of the best surfaces still on the farms. But the pieces of quartz, it's all cobbles. I have to fight the urge to want to pick them up. Johnny, lovely to see you. If you don't know Johnny, go check him out. He is the chili eating king, but he's also a very funny and a very genuine guy. Steve, how are you doing, sir? How's that chair? Oh, hecky me. Oh, my lace is out again. So the deer tend to swap from the marsh, and they also go over the top through the woods into the valley behind. I had to think twice there when Jamie said, "Hi, Godson." I thought, who's he calling Godson? Good morning. So almost at the end of the marsh, we're going through the farm. And this retaining wall's about done, but it's been there hundreds of years. And all that stone is from the woodland we've just been through, or the Roman quarries. I've actually caught the doe on video up on this side, and she was right next to me. Right next to me. I love stuff like that. Worth more than gold to me. Right, here come the Chinooks. I don't know. So there's a little RAF camp working on drone all things electrical technology, shall we say. And there's been a lot of activity there, but I don't know where those Chinooks are going because they're not quite that direction. Who knows? Oh, nice one, Jamie. Merry Christmas. I'd love to be able to walk through there, but I'd be like thigh deep in peat and water. Not nice. Bye, Kirsty. Thanks for coming in. Ha, a gate. Right, hang on. Hold on to that. Stick my foot up. Get me lacing. There, done. Until it comes out again. Hope you've had a good weekend, Tasha. So, I don't know if this is a thing in the US or Australia. Do you have it as well? Cattle grid. So that is a big trench cut out and metal bars as a walkway on top. And it's basically to stop the animals escaping, really. So that will stop the cattle, say, it'll stop the sheep. And usually you'll have a gate or a side gate to go around. But this farmer, instead of doing that, he's just filled them in. So he's got one there and he's got one down the bottom. So usually he moves his lambs into these fields on this side first. And this one. Where the scary wood that I said I would never go back to, there is actually lambs up there. And I was almost tempted to go back. Scary wood, for those that don't know, there was a rail disaster there. The feeling is awful. 9 local people, I think about 1927 were killed there, when the line keeper let the bus cross when he shouldn't, and a train hit the back of the bus. The feeling in there just isn't pleasant, and it confuses me. I can look at the map for the paths, for the arrows, and I just end up walking in circles. I'll do a lap thinking I've got out and I'm back to the same tree, the same starting spot. Terrifies me. Tango, good to see you. How's my mate Badger? Demi, I love you. How are you doing? So because there's lambs up there, I won't lie, I'm tempted to go down the back and go lamb spotting on a live. But the feeling in there isn't good. Nessie, did I send you the map the last time? The map's simple, but for whatever reason in there, your brain doesn't work, it just stops. It's always that particular part in the middle. Steve, what's occurring? One rejected. That's odd. Makes little fish finger. So that's the Pennines. That's the northern tip of the Pennines, and they're actually inside a cloud. That is the highest point in the local area of the Pennines that I want to walk as well. Gavin, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I can hear those Chinooks, so I just can't work out where they are. Ooh, got more cock pheasants. No hens. So they must be penning them. No need to brag, Steve. Oh, very, very happy birthday. Steve, tomorrow's live will have your name on it. Well, I'll sing happy birthday to you tomorrow. Well, I messed with my boot again. Foot up. I hope the birthday fairies are going to treat you well tomorrow. It's only a decade and a half since Mick was that age. Shiny balls. Ollie, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thank you, Gavin. So that used to be a farm as well. That kind of still is, although they sold the fields off. And down the side of this field where the farmer keeps cattle and his sheep, they have exceedingly poisonous pine, like a pine. It kills the cattle, and it's in a tiny little strip right next to the fence, which in hindsight on their behalf wasn't the best idea. Why do you know what? We keep getting double birthdays. Shiny balls. Won't be long until it's sticky ball season. And Sticky Willie, it's not far away. The Sticky Willie's already starting to grow. I always want to go up and poke that, but I can't. Sensible, Shazza, be sensible. And although they've let it grow, you get a glimpse of the wall that runs all the way down. There you go, Jamie's got his sticky balls out. Charlie. Sticky Willie. Sticky Willie is actually a thing. It's a name for a plant. Has anybody seen wild edibles recently? I've not seen it. I need to go check on it. Oh, I can hear that pylon. Can you hear the click? No, wild animals. The lady. I need to go check on it. So the actual peat bow used to come right through, and this stream kind of returns back along the edge and back in. Spirit, how are you doing? If you haven't got Spirit, or you haven't got that bell clicked, click it. Spirit also goes live, and she goes to some amazing places. Absolutely loved last summer with Spirit. Going around the powwows, amazing. Just amazing. How's winter where you are, Spirit? Is it starting to break into spring yet? Spirit's got a beautiful corner of the world. Go check her out. Lovely, 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 lovely lady. You'll trade. Jamie, look at that big bit of quartz on there, look. Huge piece. Yeah, she has, aye. So he's moved all the tops out, all the rams. Where's the boys hiding? It's past strap-on season. Couple of weeks, these two fields will be loaded up with sheep again and little lambs. Put it down. I can't pick it up. I kicked it to see if it'd move. It's huge. See how restrained I was? So there you go, another cattle grid that he's filled in, and it's just to control where their animals are and where they're not. Ollie, the male sheep wear a strap on with a big cube of like a pastel, like a oily chalk under their tummies. So the farmer knows when he puts the boys in with the girls, which girls he's been partying with, shall we say, and which he hasn't. And when the lambs are due or when they scan or whatever they're doing, they know his fertility rate from the ewes that he's marked. But it's basically strapped, a piece of chalk, oily chalk strapped to the belly. That rubs on the girl's back and it leaves a coloured mark. But yes, they wear a strap on. It's like twofold. To know who's been done, who hasn't, and to see how fertile he is, how many singles, how many doubles, how many triplets. Yeah, what's the sun? Ooh, it's maybe cracking a bit out the back there. The hills are shrouded in rain. Daisy, I'd love it. Daughter's found flights, I think it's 700 quid. But they don't have to pay accommodation when they're there because they're staying with a mate in their house. Rick, thank you very, very much. That is majorly appreciated. Thank you. You're a star. Rick rocks. Nocturnal, how are you doing? I want to know, I think these are hawthorn. I think he's going to lay the fence again. The farmers tend to be going back to traditional methods, and he's filling in. Hello, Mr. Pheasant. Filling in where there's no hawthorn left. Back at you, Rick. So, which one's an easy one to tell it, show you? So, that should be pointing up. But they slice it, they cut around about 2/3 of the way through the branch, lay it down, and they twist the branches between them. It doesn't kill them, they're growing. But hawthorn's miserable. It's got inch plus thorns on it, and it makes a natural defence. It keeps your sheep and your cattle in, and sometimes perturbs predators. In theory. In theory, I said. Ollie. Cheryl, it's brilliant that they're going back so you can see lower down on this one all the way along, and they just partially cut through and then weave them. Oh, if I fall down the hole. So they weave them together and all the way along the bottom there, and it's a cheaper form of fence and it's effective. Pirate, yeah, it's a nice bush. I was checking my bushes out and I need to cut my bush. I've got one wayward bush that needs a good old trim, but I need to get a new pull cord for my bushwhacker. I need a heavy duty bushwhacker for my bush, and it's a petrol engine, and I've kind of pulled its cord a bit hard and I broke it. You've got to be careful with them cords. Oh, hey bunny. Hey rabbit. Hey bunny. There are some wild rabbits locally. Hey bunny. What you doing? Hey bunny. Am I going to go home with a rabbit? Hey bunny. You're Bonnie. Hello little one. How are you doing? Right, this isn't wild. This is someone's pet rabbit that's escaped or been dumped. So I'm going to have to put a post up locally. Hey bunny. That's a pet, not a wild one. Hey bunny. Please don't get eaten by anything. Bonnie, really healthy looking rabbit. There are lots of black wild rabbits. Lots of them. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to go home with a rabbit. Challenging, how you doing? We're just making friends with a rabbit. It's a very, very healthy looking rabbit, I must say. Hey bunny. It's not the first either that... Yeah. TG, how are you doing? I can't get to it, Jamie. It's on that side. Right, hang on. What can we tempt it with? Do you think it'll eat a snowdrop? Will it eat a flower, maybe? Or give it a go? But you see, there's rabbit warrens all the way along that bank. Broccoli. I ain't got any broccoli, unfortunately. Hey, bunny. Oh, I'm going to be right in the hawthorn. Hey, bunny, what's this? Hey, bunny. I've got thorns stuck in my face. Can't get to it. Hang on, put the camera closer to it. Hey, bunny. Yuck. It's been scrapping. It's got a little tuft out of its ear. Hey, little bunny. So, I might go back down with some food. How's things challenging? Oh, heck. That was a bit stiff. Grab it. It's through wire. See, I'll try and see if it'll come to us again, but I doubt it. Oh, don't let the fence fall. Hey, bunny. Hey, bunny. You look like an Oliver. Should we call you Oliver? $12. Ooh, heck. No, I'm not making any rabbit pie. I might be go and get some food and come put it down. But I'll put a notice up. It looks like a pet. Elmer Fudd. You pesky wabbit. But it's way too tame for wild rabbit. Way too tame for a wild rabbit. I'll put a post up locally. See if anyone's lost one. Could be. You never know. There's that lop-eared one. People have been seeing around here as well. But wild rabbits, black ones, they're bad luck. Very bad luck. It's a gamekeeper's superstition. So our rabbit, we found her out next to the pen one day. So she's just got out, we put her in. And she had a little bit of a warren dug as well as a house. But she couldn't get out because the ground's just sand and gravel, so let her dig away. A few weeks later, I went outside and daughter said, Mum, there's a baby rabbit in with the rabbit. I was like, nah, it must be on the other side of the run. And she described it as a wild rabbit. So I thought, yeah, we've got loads of them hanging around. Steve, tomorrow it's you, birthday boy. Today, who can wear the crown? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Jamie, king of filth for 24 hours. Paul, how you doing? Jamie, wear your crown with pride. You are the king of filth. Everything is now your fault. No, it's not your turn, it's Jamie's. Jamie is the king of filth. And that's quite handy because Paul's just come in the chat. Hey, I'm not a nut job. I very dare you. Hang on, what have you got? Can't see. You changed your pick. Can't see it. Yes, Jamie, the king of filth. Any filth on YouTube for 24 hours, it belongs to Blister and Barnacled Magnets. It's his fault. Everyone else is free of blame. It's a car. It's for cars. LNK, how you doing? Ha! No, you do not. It's about as bad as mine. Mucky Mick, thank you so very, very, very much. You're a star. I love you a bit. Thank you. You lot rock. We might go down the other way. Have a look down Rabbit City where the pigs are. There's a high chance of me falling on my butt. Talking of butts, where's my horny friends? Are they out yet? Back at you, Mick, you star. Oh, the horse is back. Don Looney. Oh my God, we've got a foal. Brand new foal. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh, bless. Right. That is a shiny brand new horse. Little baby. Oh my God. Brand new foal. Look at that. How cool is that? Me and that foal need to be friends. Right, boys, we'll have a word. You be nice to the baby. All of you. Hello, little one. It's coming. Oh, my word. Hello, girl. Look at that. On very, very wobbly baby legs. Perpetual. They're coming. You be nice to that foal or we'll fall out. Hello, baby. Hello, little one. You're very new to this world. Hello, little one. Oh. You are gorgeous. Hey, baby. On your little wobble legs. Sorry, a fly. Oh. How cool is that? It's gone to see the goats. Hello, baby. Your baby's gorgeous. You got a branch? Its tail's really, 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 really curly. And its mane. Yes, carrots. How cool's that? Bless it. Mum's eating brambles. Do you want me to get Yeah, it's got a really, really, really curly tail. Really curly. They're usually curly when they're born. Come back, baby. It hasn't worked its legs out properly. Hey, baby. Hey, little one. It's coming. Hey, baby. Look at that. Its mane's dead curly as well. Hello, little one. I don't want to freak Mum out. Through a spider's web. She'll put my hand out. Do you think she'll come at me? You good girl. I'm in love. Oh, it's going up. Oh, how cool is that? Right, Mum? I'm going to get you some brambles on risk. Oh, do you want to? I don't want to get that one. Do you want some more, girl? Lady with the baby, I'll get you another. If I can grab you it. Ooh, heck. Without getting stabbed. There you go, girl. Oh, I'm sorry. Hang on. There. You can reach it now, look. There you go, girl. Did you get it? Tongues. Hey, do you want that bit? Look at that. I have got a short or two with some carrots that were quite amusing. There you go, girl. Good mama. Right, sorry, I'll stop playing with the horse. Oh my God, that has made my day. She's following down. A little baby. How cool's that? I'm in love. Hobo Rob, how are you doing? Mick's got a rod. Are we disputing Mick's rod grip? It's very rare that Mick, in his 83 years, hasn't got his hand on his rod. Now that's good going for an 83-year-old. In love with the little foal. Fly. How rude. Quinn, how you doing? She's still coming. Oh, she's following us down. Hey, girl. Good little baby. Bobby Life, is that you, Boba? How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Look, brand new foal. Totally in love with that foal. Right, let's look down on the other side. I'm trying not to turn back and look at Mrs. Horse because I'll just stop. Nick, you are most definitely not. Fruitoy, how are you doing? So I need to be going back with rabbit food and carrots, things for horses. It's like, yay, I've got new friends. Is Paul making tents with blankets again? Paul, how are? AWD, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hang on, I'll just give you a wrench. There you go. Welcome in. You probably know some of chat, but there's loads of new people that you might not. So, you've got a wrench. Feel free to hop around, meet everybody. Probably Robert. So, Paul, is it 10 o'clock? Is it that time of day? When you're making tents? We'll cross and we'll go down towards the homestead. NTG, another amazing lady. Haven't seen that little old dog escape for a while. Taking that was another good deed. Took it home on the life one day. Other good deeds on lives. Redirecting and helping escape donkeys. That was fun. Escape dogs. Oh, yes, AWD. I'm in the UK. I'm in Northern England, close to the border with Scotland. We're just coming up to a monument from the Jacobite Rebellion. 6 Jacobites were hung on the tree just around the corner. Ollie, I kind of get called Dr. Doolittle. I took a 3-legged froglet in. It's amazing it could hop in a straight line. So, 1747, am I right? Let's go and have a peruse. Who likes doggy? Hang on. Are we forgetting that it's Jamie's day of filth? I keep forgetting. I need to talk to Gareth. Set of Mark Merchant is going to be King of Filth and Queen of Filth stuff. It just had to be done. Yes, the rabbit and the washing machine. Nice one, Quinn. 21st of October 1746. Did I say 46? James Innes. What's Colonel Captain Patrick Lindsay, Ranald MacDonald, Clanranald, and Thomas Park, Peter Taylor and Michael Dellard of the Manchester Regiment were hung, it is believed, on the tree that stands there, with a new tree in it that the local historians are going mad about. They've planted an oak, and all the trees in this area are beech. So the local historians are saying, we don't think it's an oak. But they put an oak there anyway, so there you go. Ranald. Ranald. It's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. It gets that tongue moving around your mouth. No, I most certainly am not tuppence tickling. It's not bouncing around the utility. It's making a very, very dodgy, squeaky, catchy noise. I have my suspicions that a screw, or likely a screw, because daughter's boyfriend's a joiner, and his work gear goes through it. Filter's full of sand with another half from building. Exactly. Half one, nice one, Steve, thank you. We'll go for a little bit of a peruse down the track. I've got the horrors that it's going to break down with something important inside it and I'll not be able to get it out. But it's ancient, it is really, really old. What's Paul saying? Filthy. And it's all Jamie's fault. Screwed to the wall. Aye, aye. You were the washer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, don't make us laugh. Oh, she. Yeah, it's catching. There's something catching inside it, Ollie. And its days are numbered, so this one came up, took it as fate and a sign, and they dropped it off this morning. Well, this new one must have a big concrete slab in it because it weighs a ton. I was considering moving it myself until I felt it on the trolley jack. I was like, no, don't be silly, Shazza. So you've got Scotland on the horizon, the borders, you've got the Lake District just over there. Ooh, Demi, what's on the menu? Demi makes me jealous with her breakfast. Lulu, how are you doing, Lulu? Thanks for coming in. Oh, the horizon's Scotland, so the sea's out that way. North Atlantic, and it comes in, there's the Solway. And then you've got Gretna Green, pretty much centre of the screen. Everyone runs away. They elope to get married over the anvil at the blacksmiths. So where are the horse on the tarmac? And then if Nessie jumped up and down with a really, really, really big mirror, Glasgow's kind of that way. All that way across the Solway is Dumfries and Galloway. Ooh, Randall, what's the American version then? Bubble and Squeak is amazing. It's one of my favourite things ever. Clint, how you doing? Good to see you. Paul. I'm intrigued by American Bubble and Squeak. Ooh, nice. Yummy. I make it with whatever veg is spare from the dinner the day before. So it's like carrots and peas, fresh peas, maybe cabbage and leek, or Brussels sprouts. I slice those and put them in. Broccoli, I'll put that in. Just whatever's going, and it's amazing. Lily, for all this dark and dingy, it's quite moistly warm compared to what it's usually been for the last few weeks. Yes, gaseous. But bubble and squeak is amazing. It's just leftovers, mashed potato, and any veg. Traditionally, it's the leek and the potato, the leek and the cabbage, but you could do it with anything. Oh, it's amazing. Bang it all in and fry it gently with a little bit of oil and some butter. Lashings of butter so it gets a little bit crispy, not too much. I don't like it too crispy. Absolutely stunning. It's Jamie saying. Could be worse, could be mushy peas. Aye, it is. And if there's any meat left over, so like roast beef or pork or whatever, chicken, I make some gravy up. I stick it in the gravy and put it in the oven really low. And it just melts away. It's amazing. Bang it in till it's crispy. You've got to. You bang the meat in until it's fallen apart and it's gone all soft, Paul. You hang in your mirror. Gone easy, lass. Aye, true, Clint. Very true. It's my favourite thing. It stops leftovers. I actually make extra veg. If I'm doing a big dinner, like a meat and veg dinner, purely for bubble and squeak the next day. Oof, TG, that sounds good. Paul. Yes. Oh, and we have, speaking of Paul, oh, it means bending down. Hang on. Where is it? Can't believe it's down where there isn't any. See, Paul, and think. Sticky Willy. Hasn't got its Velcro, so the willy's not sticking yet. There's some Sticky Willy in the house. Sean, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. There was a bird just went to flight at me there and it stopped in midair. Oh, the map. Watch a Queen Nessie short going up. Some chins will hit the floor. Oh, you did, Vic. Paul, get yourself live. Exactly, Clint. Stick it in long enough and it'll go soft. Saying it, it's factual, I can say it. That's all coming from the south. Jamie, did you see it, the man? So I was debating that path, but having a look at it in hindsight, it wasn't a very, very good idea at all. Paul, yes, we want to see you gripping your rod with all your might. Gotta be done. Paul, what could be better than being on YouTube with your rod in your hand, smiling away, talking to us lot? Vicky, as always, it always goes south, doesn't it? Seriously south. But we've also had that gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little bull. Run. Yes. So, Paul fishes as well. Paul likes his rod a bit fishy. Uncontrollable rod gripping. Well, Tors, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Paul is like Mick, does like to get a bit fishy. He likes to go home at the end of the day smelling a fish. So we're just saying that he should do it live. I can trim my bush live. He can get his rod out live. Yes, but it's warmed up. It's not as cold as it has been, World Tours. How is it where you are? I've had a lovely peaceful day. Daughter's back at work. Had the house to myself. I'm good, World Tours. Well, Tours, there's a horse just the other way and it's just had a fawn, a foal, even doe. That'll be the fawn. The horse has had a foal and it's days old, absolutely gorgeous, and it came right up. It's the muck. Got to be done. Laughter. Laughter is the best medicine above everything. Ooh, we're going to get to see your tip, Paul. Paul gets his tip out on YouTube. Fishing frustrations. Johnny had a bell on his tip. No, none of those. Not in here, are they? It's got to be done. Laughter. Best cure. Go home with a smile on my face and killing myself laughing and wishing I hadn't said something that I've actually said. Kind of happens a lot. What's he been doing with his ding dong? That's it, Ollie. Oh, don't set us off. Ding dong. Paul, no need to brag. So not only as he's going to get his tip out, his tip's bulbous, he's got a big bell on the end of his. Lucky 9 doors. Yes, Bill, too much information. TG, no nature wheeze for me, no. I could be in the middle of nowhere and I think, oh, I could do with a pee, and I'll go behind that bush. I guarantee a farmer, a walking group, or someone will pop out the side of that as soon as I drop my jeans. Guaranteed. Ding dong. Randall Paul's ding dong, no less. I'm going to get wet, you know that. That's coming this way. Yes, that's how my look goes. There's a rule in the universe called Shaz's law. And if something can go wrong, it will. And it'll go wrong in ways that you could possibly never dream of. It's called Shaz's law. Ding dong and nature wheeze. No, if Shaz dropped a kicks in the middle of nowhere, behind a bush, thinking I needed to pee, guaranteed a farmer or a hiking group, people will poke their head around that bush and I'll have an audience. Guaranteed. It's Shaz's law. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind cutting me bush in public. That's different, but I'd draw the line at that. I would do. Guaranteed, if I thought I was in the middle of nowhere, no one around, have a quick nature week, guaranteed I'd have an audience within seconds. Mid-flow, so there's nothing you can do about it as well. That's how Shaz's law works. Oh, you're going to make a snort. But it's all right, because it's all Jamie's fault. Vicky there doesn't, to be fair. It can go south really, really quickly, I won't lie. Yeah, TG, it is. Oh, Jamie, it's been way worse. But today, it's all your fault, Jamie. Oh, blistering barnacles. So anything you see on YouTube for the next 24 hours, it's down to blistering barnacles. Just blame him. Yeah, it's coming in really quick. I can feel it. It's getting cool. Story of my life, Holly. Ew, cock. So this little old cock pheasant is hanging around here a lot on his Todd. Oh God, yeah. See, everyone knows where I am because I have I have the dogs sat outside the door, drumming a beat with their tails on the door. Can be a bit off-putting when you're expected to perform to a beat, but hey. Paul, I know, you're feeling all right. Just remember, it's all down to Jamie. Just looking at that tree there. Yes, Jamie, it's all your fault. Blistering barnacles, the king of filth. And then tomorrow's king of filth is Steve. It's Steve's birthday. So it's only fair he gets all the filth. Gotta be done. So on the horizon that way, it's more peat bogs. And it was a huge industry back in the day up until the late 70s, early 80s, I want to say. And around about 10 miles away, like middle of nowhere. And a lot of the local men, as the mine shut down, they went to the peat bogs to work. Crisscrossed with tray lines, they cut the peat, whack it on, and have a lot of adders. And I know several local dads would take their glass bottle of juice to work, leave a bit of juice in the bottle, leave it out, and the adders would crawl in, and they'd take adders home with their kids. I would have an absolute fit. I'm terrified of snakes. Yes, Jamie's telling you what to write. He's using your mind. Ooh, so it's Randall on Thursday. The big old 6-0. Not trouser snakes, no. Hopefully you're not going to fit in a bottle. Imagine getting stuck in a bottle. So yeah, Steve is the king of filth tomorrow. And birthday boy of that. So I think that Thursday should be Randall's day. I think that's a good idea. I don't like snakes that crawl in the grass. Very happy with birthday, Randall. I hope you have an amazing day if I don't see you. You don't set us off. I hear a neenaw neenaw. Is it coming this way? There's a main road behind us and it has the propensity for a lot of accidents. No, it's not coming this way. Right. Please don't try bottles, you lot. Oh, that sucks, Randall. It sucks being a grown-up. Yeah, I'm not a fan of bulls either. Scare the living life out of me. You will never, ever, ever. I got in a sticky situation on top of the moors. Oh, he's giving his. That was him calling for a girlfriend. That's a chest beat that I was on about earlier. So he's calling for a lady. Oh, can you imagine? I'd be absolutely mortified. Yeah, I was on top of the moors. I'd done about 4.5 miles vertically up, got to the summit, about to start on the track, heading down after a couple of hours slogging my guts out, and I walked around the corner. South Coast Hooligan, how are you doing? And I give you a wrench. Sorry, I thought you had one. And there was about 50 cows and a bull. The cows parted, and in the centre was a bull. My little heart, I thought of all ways to get around it, like sneaking down the side of the stone wall, hopping over at the other end, but I couldn't guarantee what was around that corner. No matter look, it'd be like a big procession of cows. So I had to admit defeat and come back exactly the way I'd gone up, and it took forever. Yeah, little cock, he's just sat there, shouting for a lady. Like a whammer. What you been up to, Hooligan? You alright? Ooh, heck. I was leaning over a little bit too, but oh God. So, there should be land behind there, but there's not. It's curtained in rain. We'll have a look at the little cock. Now, the American pheasants, they've got the white collar, but they've got like a blue saddle, so just with the tail, it's like a really grey blue, pretty blue. He looks more French. Loads of different breeds of pheasants, different personalities, different traits. He looks French. Frogs, yes. He's French. The American birds are really pretty. It's like a grey, but it's really blue, really pretty. Saddle on them, really nice. Cook standing in the darkness. Is his van fixed yet? Crypt Keeper, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I'm good, Crypt, you? Oh, there's plenty of those over Newcastle. No, Nessie's friend. Cheese toasty. Ooh, have you got onion in it? Cheese and onion toasties are divine. That's getting closer, quick. Steve. Get in. Crypt, I've had a really crappy start to 2024. It's only just settled down. My little girl, I had her in hospital and she wasn't right up until the start of March, really. Last week or so in February. So I've been kind of missing a lot. She was at home more than she was at school. the last couple of months, unfortunately, but all good. She's a lot better now. Touch wood. Demi, oofed. Demi, that sounds amazing. Bacon and mushroom, absolute marriage made in heaven. Ooh, what are you going to crimp? I do like the look of those crimpers. She's getting there. She's not been ill she had pneumonia, and she's suddenly a kid that doesn't get chest infections or coughs. Had one pretty much the whole of January and up to the last week of February. From December, it was mid-December she started getting poorly, and it just went from there. But all good. Doesn't that sound good? What's purple? Steve, what's orange and what's purple? Ooh, yummy. Do some mint and onion ones. The Working Men's Club in Cramden, they used to do mint and onion toasties. Unbelievably good. Unbelievable. You see, Daisy gives me inspiration if I'm on early, what she's making for dinner. She's in the future. And then Demi, pretty much every morning, makes me incredibly jealous. Ollie, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Here's Pickle. Manny, good to see you, Manny. Manny, thank you so much. That's really, really appreciated. Thank you. How you doing, Manny? Ooh, my cock's walking off. Must have upset him. You're working. Work a lurk. Well, Cookie, she's got Down syndrome, and the doctors were telling me that poor muscle tone comes with Downs, and it's not just the arms and legs, the tummy, it can be internal, and they can have a floppy trachea, and that floppy trachea can almost like get folds in it down the base, and if they get like an RSV virus, it can sit in those folds and then drop into their lungs. Totally on me, didn't know that. But there's also a really nasty chest infection that was doing the rounds. There's still kids in hospital with it. Paul, I'm sorry and congratulations. Has she got a due date, Paul? So yeah, they tend to blame a lot on Downs, but that was a completely new one on me. I did not know that. So yeah, and they make some really bad mistakes. Yeah, they do. Really not good. So yeah, it was an interest. They thought she had sepsis. It was horrible. We got blue light at the hospital from a doctor. The local doctor. It scared the life out of me. Ooh, nappy time. Oh, cool. Yes, Jamie, it was. Down on that field at the bottom there. It was metal detecting. They tend to do it on the road, like kind of that way, on the other side of town. But this time, they did it on there. Keeper, you've got no idea how strong that kid is. She humbles me every day in so many different ways. She's also an evil genius and she runs a high school. Christmas is going to get expensive, Paul. I've just got one grandkid at the minute. Right, that storm's coming in. Oh, she runs rings around a teacher's keeper. She tells them she's sick to get sent home and she proper fakes it. She conned the teachers for 2 months that we were getting a puppy. I knew nothing about it until I picked her up one day and I got told, "You must be so excited for tonight." Like, why? The puppy. As they said, Charlotte. She named it Charlotte. I said, Charlotte? Where's the puppy? She conned the teachers for 2 whole months that we were getting a yellow Labrador puppy called Charlotte. It's like, wow. South Coast, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. Who's going offshore? I can feel rain hitting my head. Right, you lovely lot, I'm going to scoot. Yeah, I'll quickly bet some of the stuff, the puppy's the tip of the iceberg. She's conned them that she's been in hospital having scans when it was really a cyst. Birthday parties, we're going to birthday parties, huge parties for my dog, that it wasn't his birthday. She comes out with, we've owned a horse and a lot of guinea pigs, and she's even given them names. No, never had them. She's so funny. Do you, Quinn? That sounds like a story to hear more of. So thank you all for joining me. It's been brilliant. You're all amazing. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Steve's birthday bash, no less. So check each other out. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon. Bye now.